What's up, my sacred friends? Maggie here, and I want to welcome you guys to another episode here on Sacred Queens Essentials, your brand new resource hub for everything bath, business, and body care industry. Okay, so if you see yourself kind of entering the body care industry this year, I really highly encourage you to stick around by subscribing so that you never miss another tip or advice or help to kind of help you get started. I am a business owner myself, almost 5 years now, with my beautiful brand that I like to call Sacred Queens Essentials, or Sacred Essentials for short. Yes, it is my baby. This is something I've been curating for a while, and I've also made a lot of mistakes and have learned a lot even within this short period of time. So I am here to kind of help you and help you kind of develop your brand as well, guys, because I'm telling you, the rewards are and the perks and the outcome is so rewarding. I like to think so. So that brings me to my very next video here on my channel, and I am here to give you 5 ways to refresh your business before the new year. So let's go ahead and jump into number 1. So this video is for people who are kind of already have their business kind of going, you know, and had some sales this year, you know, did their content this year. These are for more of the girlies who are already kind of started. So number 1 is for you. The first one to refresh your brand or your business before the new year is to conduct a product audit. Some type of audit that you can kind of go back into your sales, go back into your product. This is the time to identify your best and worst sellers, your high peaks and low peaks of the year, your maybe some things that you can even get rid of, right? Your approach and your tone on social media. This is some of the audit that we need to be curating during our business, not only yearly, but really quarterly, right? We should always be aware of where our inventory is, right? What it is that we can resell or promote, right? Is there anything that we can even add to produce more sales, produce more engagement, to produce more of a community? This is a very important time to review your business as a whole, review your sales, review how much this product have made, review all of that, okay? An audit is definitely necessary. We cannot just continue on to the next year and not learn anything and not take anything from what we've been, kind of doing for our own business. So I encourage you guys to take this time, even before the new year, to, again, research, do an audit, see what it is that you need, see what it is that you need to reinvest in, that sort of thing, right? So that we can move on and have a successful start in the new year. The second best way to refresh your business for the new year is to reorganize your workspace. So I know that's easy for me to say. I just moved about almost 3 weeks ago, so I'm still kind of settling in. I'm still developing like my area, kind of where I want to film, where I want to set up my workspace, all of that. But I will say, guys, even just moving and setting up a new space for me has been so refreshing. It has been such a breath of fresh air just to have a new scene, just to have something else to look at, you know, a different area. It kind of juggles up that creativity. It kind of awakens something in us, right? When we get out of those same 4 walls, looking at the same corner, looking at the same thing that's been sitting there for the last 4 months, you know. So refreshing your area. Maybe you want to add something to your room, to your space. Maybe you need to remove some stuff from your space to make it more open, more airy, and able to get some work done. So reorganizing your space, kind of wiping things down, kind of getting rid of some things that's been kind of sitting there, reordering new products, new shelves, whatever it is that you have to do to seem more productive and to kind of stay organized, right? Because I know we all live in organized chaos if you are a product-based business like myself, but staying organized is always a plus. Having room to breathe, room to think, you know, room to stay sanitary is always a plus, okay? So I think that's a really great way to refresh your brand going into 25. The third best way to refresh your business in the new year is to update your brand's aesthetic. So we see it all the time, even with big corporations. They change on out the labels or say same great product, just a new look, whatever. You know, it's nothing wrong with rebranding, refreshing your brand aesthetic. Even I have been working on some new mood boards. I wish I could show you guys. I have been working on new mood boards for my business and just kind of seeing how things would look if I was able to, or if I decided to kind of switch out my aesthetic, the colors, my labels. I've even been thinking about, guys, kind of like updating and making them more regal and more aesthetically pleasing. So it's nothing wrong with, you know, refreshing, changing out some things, adding some things to the label, adding some things, taking things out of the product itself, refreshing how you look and how you run things on social media, because we know social media is an aesthetic world, right? It's all about aesthetic, especially when it comes to a small business like ours. It's so important. So when we take time to visually appeal to our customers, it kind of builds a sense of trust, like a sense of, okay, you care about your brand, you care how your brand is perceived, right? You care how it looks going into the customer's hand or into the bathroom and when they're using it. So yeah, don't be scared to kind of update your aesthetic a little bit, especially if it's for the better and it's making things look more refreshed and refined, right? The fourth way to refresh your brand going into the new year, I would say, is rewriting your About Me page or your About Me section on your social medias. So that goes for bios, that goes for About Me, that goes for like on your YouTube, the section about an overview of your channel. It's time to revamp. There's so many AI or chatbots that can help you sound more professional or kind of give you a more a different approach or how to word your business, right? Because if it's just, oh, I have body butter scrubs and oils, this is the name of my brand, luxury oils, there you go. You know, it's something about rewording and reutilizing, changing up your bios and all of that, that kind of reintroduces your brand. So nothing changing about it, but you're showing that you're more on a professional level. You're trying to sound and explain your business as beautifully, as professionally as possible, right? So you might want to take an audit, even see if you have anything misspelled or if you're run on sentences, if it's really kind of all over the place. This is a time to reflect over your business, kind of see where you stand with your business, and then utilize that and market that even on your social media. So it's time to update those. Hey, check me out, I got body oils and scrubs, here you go. You know, it's really time to tap into your brand, what your brand really means to you, so that we can explain it to the world, right? Especially for the new people coming in. They don't know anything about Sacred Queens. Sacred Queens, like, what is that? Bio. Your all new, brand new, faith-based bath business, curated with luxury collections that are inspired by women of the Bible. We have our Mary collection. It develops into a rose, and so on and so forth, right? Like, it's so many ways to reword it that yeah, it might even be time to take that inventory and to switch things up a bit. And the fifth best way to refresh your brand going into 25 is planning a new social media content calendar. 25 will be the year that we are getting back in front of the camera. We are getting back into content. We are getting back into brainstorming and kind of getting ideas and ways to update our brand, some of the shifts that we need to take, and everything. And we can really only stay on track by having some type of calendar, some type of reference so that we're not all over the place when it's time to film, okay? I, for one, already have my calendar kind of already mapped out for the next few months, and I'm going to stick with it this time around. I want to really see how far I can get if I put that hour, 2 hours just into my brand, just into content, just into research, just into brainstorming, and then utilizing it, how much further I can really take my brand and really take my social media, because my goal is to get my brand into the right audience, in front of the right eyes, in front of the right corporations, you know, maybe even larger retailers like Walmart, the Targets, the Ultas, things like that. I think my brand will really mesh very well with that sort of retail center, or even on my own, you know, my own brick and mortar, my own kind of business. So I do have goals already, and I know my social media is only going to further that. It's only going to get more eyes, get eyes on my channel as quickly as possible than developing on my own, right? So having that calendar already in place kind of gives you an idea, gives you something to look forward to, gives you something to prep for, and it's so much better than just winging it, guys. I'm telling you. And in 25, we are going to take our business serious. 25, a lot of us are really hitting year 5, right? Especially if you're more of that COVID-based business. Oh my gosh, guys, this is our 5th year, right? And you know what they say about your 5th year in business. This is the time where you done kind of made a lot of the mistakes, right? You know what to do, what not to do. You're kind of on the roll. You kind of then developed your community, your customers, and this is the year when it's time to see the reaping of your benefits, right? Whatever it's called, right? So yeah, I'm really excited for year 5. This will be year 5 for me, and I'm going to do everything I can to stay focused, to stay organized, so that I can hit those goals, and a content calendar could really help in doing so, right? So that's all I have for this video, guys. That is my top 5 ways to refresh your brand going into the new year, guys. It's time to get on the grind. 24 was such a roller coaster for a lot of us that I really hope 25 is that reset and that shift that we all need here, right? Because I'm in tunnel mode, right? I'm on tunnel vision. I can see nothing but Sacred Queens. I can see nothing but success. I can see nothing but that 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom house. Me and my kids, so we'll be moving again, okay? But yeah, and really setting my family up for something special. So that's a mindset we should be curating going into the new year too, okay? All right, I think that's all I have for this video. I love you guys already. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for venturing back with me, choosing me, and supporting me here on my brand new resource hub. All right, I love you guys already though, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.